Yo, you see them, right? That wasn't me. You see they cutting us off. That's crazy. They cutting us off. Let's see if we can get back where we was at. Let me see. Where you at? Well, wasn't me, y'all. They just shut it off. Let's see who else was on. About to shut it down. I'm back. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, they definitely was getting it in.
That's funny.
You see that? That wasn't even me. Look, the whole phone froze.
I know. It just said thank you for joining live. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Shut me right off. So that wasn't me. And okay, we got Netta back. Who else was in here? Who else we was talking to? That helped me out. Oh, I think Tiny Trucker. That was Tiny Trucker right in. Okay, Tiny. Okay, let's get Tiny back. They don't want to see you, Sean. I'm gonna mute out because you know I make noise.
And we back. Look, Tiny was talking. Big dog. Talking like a big dog. Are they blocking her from coming on? Yes, I have a template on my website for the opt-out. It's the late payment template. The late payment one. She said they blocking her from going live. They want to silence you. Look, she said, I got comments. See if you could comment, though. Well, does she comment? Well, that's good. If she could comment. She was talking heavy. Heavy.
We got Mark in the building. Shout out to Mark. He be on the low, but I see you.
She said, I'm outside, period. But, he said big P pusher.
What's up, baby? Let's go. They tried to stop me from halftime. Oh, I'm finna take y'all home. Y'all close y'all eyes, cause Mark, I just got out of Facebook jail, but they don't never hold me down over here on IG. You know what I'm saying? Cause can't stop, won't stop. Yeah.
All right,
Big P.
P.
Big P. So, Miss Luxurious, you do the whole credit thing, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Oh, my bestie's on. What's up? What's up, Michaela? I didn't know you was over here. Oh my God, look at that.
I do a whole lot of, but I like
Hey,
credit.
y'all follow me, Tiny Trucker Garage. You know, that's my alias, my hidden alias, you know.
Big shout out to the trucking industry.
Hey, yeah, I keep my
Yeah,
location off, so they're gonna have to call me and I still don't answer. You'll know when I get done and drop your load. Y'all not about to find me out here.
my
I know.
family been in the trucking industry for, I love it though. It's
Yeah,
dope.
it is,
I'm
man.
getting me a truck next year.
It's my first year, and I'm finna get mine for my birthday. I don't listen. Jump off the porch on them.
I
Jump out the
um
bando.
I learned all my stuff from the trucking guru. I don't know if you heard of her, but she
Yeah, dang, Atlanta. Was that Thunder or was that somebody beating down the block? Cause that sounded like an AK and a 40. That's crazy. I'm just reading through the comment. Whoever Nikki 2 times is, I really just dropping some gems for real. What I said was basically just like going back, to like acts and stuff like that, like the actual documents this country was founded on. Like the remedy is in everything, yo. The remedy for whatever you're seeking is really within itself. You just got to read it and know what the words mean. Know how to chop and screw it. Do it like cocaine. Break it down. I don't do coke, y'all. That was a little movie reference. Yeah. Oh, be safe, man. Be safe on that road. Hit me back, cause I'm up outside with it, finna do
Lord, they
something.
got here freezing again. Oh, there we go. Okay, not again.
Man, they can't stop me. I'm gonna be out here like these homeless people with signs up, standing on the corner, dropping knowledge. They better not play with me. I got time. I ain't going nowhere. I'm immortal. Y'all probably think I'm crazy for saying that too, huh? Nah,
If somebody
we
said trap is screwed, see,
on like what? We on what? Like the third national bank? Yeah. Michael, it'll go between different y'all. Yeah, yeah. Okay, he back now.
ooh, let me find out they don't like us.
They don't like me. Y'all just accomplished. Don't worry about it. I take the charge. I take one for the team.
But
Don't worry, y'all.
yeah,
We back. It's this. I think it's this area too.
he back in the car.
No, it ain't no
Yeah, we
area.
out of here.
They slick said that I'm blocked from going live until you requested me to come in. They didn't let me comment, and they were trying to block me from comment. But that's Mark. Yeah, if y'all ain't know Mark Zuckerberg, y'all remember what was that? Hey Arnold, the little green dude with the long nose. No Mark look like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't even finna get on his wife, but he put me in Facebook jail for tagging him in a post when I said what he looked like and his wife. But I ain't even
Listen,
finna go.
he looked like one of those fucking lizards from the Geico.
Right.
Yeah, his wife ain't even got no face. But anyways,
I'm screaming.
ain't nobody got no question. Y'all ain't got no camera. This the clubhouse
Nobody has any
what
anybody.
everybody was talking about, huh? Yeah, gonna be
Yo, so what's up? What everybody got going on, man? It's Saturday night. What y'all out here doing? What
studying,
documents
man,
y'all out here
studying,
working on?
studying.
Yeah, y'all
Affidavits,
studying? Like what y'all doing?
affidavits, invoices for violations. Cause I'm finna Ted Bunny, Virgos for life. Shout out Ted Bunny. They probably deserve it. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let me stop. Nah, someone did probably deserve it.
Hey,
Hey, there you
hello.
go. Carry that binder.
Hey.
Hey, why you even got it? That'll be in my back window.
I got a
I
whole
put them
bunch
in
of
my
these
back
shit.
window. I put them in my back window.
I got them all over the car, but I just got some new ones.
Where you
Hey,
get your
you
lemon? Where you
coming?
get yours laminated from? I'm finna. Can I order them? Can I order some of them from you?
Yeah, I can send you some.
All right. And I'm order a couple extra copies and then just run around the parking lot, put them on people window like they
Well,
be doing the
listen,
boutique and
listen.
them
You remember?
remedy
Oh
flyers.
shit. This one, I'm gonna make this a little smaller, and I'm gonna separate it. So this is gonna be like two different. I'm gonna start putting these on shirts too.
Yeah. Put them on some
Hey,
shirt.
I started playing with the shirts. So I'm putting a lot of law and I'm putting shit on some shirts now.
You know, I told somebody about this. I told somebody like, you know what she told me, y'all. She flat out was like, "Well, I don't know. I kind of like the system because what if something?" She told my daughter. She was like, "What if something happens to my daughter?"
Well. See,
Excuse
when
me.
I travel with like a autobahn. I got the autobahn recorded with the secretary. So I'm just not out here. I'm not out here just with like nothing because think about
Exactly.
this.
That's what I'm saying.
When
I
you
was
when
telling
you
about the passport.
but listen, when you go get your driver's license. No, not your driver's license. Wait, what is it when you get what is that shit called?
Permit,
Oh,
but
when you get car insurance and you give them your social, it's the same thing. They're backing it by the full faith in that social.
what I want to know is how do you get you can get a license just like you get just an ID where you can't drive. You can get one, but it says not for federal commerce. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You said you can get what?
You know you get a license, right? Like I got a CDL, right? And then you know how you
Uh-huh.
get same. It's kind of like a license, but it's still like your handgun carry permit too, right?
It's the Z plate and it's
I'm trying to figure out how you. What's the Z plate?
the Z plate's the license plate. So whenever you go in and you register your private automobile, what they don't tell you is they automatically register it as a passenger vehicle without telling you. So you want to let them know when you go in to register your vehicle or your automobile that you're trying to register it as a consumer good.
Oh, so that's how you do it. So you can still register as consumer goods. See, I'll just take
Mm-hmm.
my shit out. Period. Just take my
Hey,
shit out.
yo,
Period.
hold on. Y'all gonna have to drop some fire for that bomb right there, cause I
Oh
know
yeah,
nobody ain't told y'all that shit.
yeah. See, that was Pearl Harbor.
Word,
You got the
listen.
extra state limit. That was a
I
whole
would tell
Pearl
her,
Harbor. We weren't
don't
ready
even
for that.
continue unless they show some love. Show her
Yeah,
some love,
Drop some
man.
flames, y'all.
yeah.
Cause that just showed. That's something new to me too.
Let me find out. See, cause that was a little
Drop
something.
some
I ain't
Listen,
even
you
fire.
know
learn
yet.
something new every
I
day. What
wasn't
can I
even there
say?
yet. Dang.
Drop some fire in the chat.
California's the one that advertises it as the Z plate. However, every state has it, just not all states make it public knowledge.
Man, we just waiting on the right earthquake in California just gonna separate itself and float off because they been their own country. So everybody want to talk about Texas. California, they just been doing whatever they want to do anyway. So we don't even acknowledge them no more. We don't know what's going on over there.
But you wanna know why? Shout out to the I think it's the mayor or the governor of Florida with those new plates. That's the same plates that Rick Martin uh traveled with, and that's the don't tread on me license plate.
I ain't seen that.
So they bringing the Republic back.
That's another
Go look
thing,
at those.
right?
Go look at the new Florida plates. They're bringing the Republic back.
I'm glad
'Cause
you
that shit
said that.
basically
I'm
says
glad
don't
you
tread
said
on
that.
me.
I'm glad you said that because y'all know y'all can refuse your own mail. Y'all need to know
Listen,
y'all
I
can refuse
already
your own.
started doing that shit. I already
You can
started
refuse your
doing
own mail, and like me, I got a PO box. I ain't finna be paying $80 a month. So now I know all you do is go in, ask them, hey, what's the general post office for like the zip code? You get in the zip code, they gonna tell you. You can do it for the USPS, like the post office, and UPS, and like FedEx. You can get your actual mail there without having it come to your address or like having to give your address when they say like mail in or resident. You don't even have to do that. Just tell them ask them what's the general post office for this zip code, and they'll tell you can go to UPS, ask for the same thing. Get a change of mailing address, and then when you do it, don't fill it out like your name, like it say or whatever stuff like city and state. Do the republic. Everybody did the Pledge of Allegiance, right? They took that out. Y'all know why they took the Pledge of Allegiance out? Okay, check it. Boom. Oh, what is it? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. That's why I said I'm glad he said republic. When you do it, don't do Republic of like Georgia or Republic of Texas or wherever you from. Like you mute. I can't hear you, bro. Like I can't hear you. I see you saying something. I can't hear you though.
Oh no, listen, I was
There
just
you go.
saying
There you
one
go. There you go.
nation under God, with liberty, and what is it, justice for all, some shit
With
like that.
liberty, with liberty, with
With
liberty, life,
liberty.
liberty, and the pursuit of
Liberty
happiness. Yo, we operate under
liberty
the
is a
laws of the
right.
land, common law. That's it. Nothing else. They on this old public policy
Listen,
stuff.
a
I'm gonna tell
liberty
you,
is a
listen.
right. And where there's a right, there's a remedy. I always remember
Exactly.
that, and it makes so much sense.
And don't get into the justice for all, because we can go back to all these hashtag people, whatever, and then I really get them people, you know what I'm saying, that just wanted to get hit a come up off somebody else's death, you know what I'm saying? May they rest in hell.
Damn, they fucking shutting everybody down. All you see is circles spinning.
I'm spinning.
Yo, you see the circle spinning?
Yeah,
All I see is circles spinning.
fucking circles. So we going in circles.
Liberty and justice for all. But
We
you
talking
already
too
know
heavy.
with black mean. So
Yeah,
I hope you ain't still running around as a black.
I ain't since I could talk. I never said I was black. I don't know. I just never claimed that. Like, or that African American. No, my grandma, she get offended.
Oh yeah, don't. I hope y'all not out here as Africans, Americans, and whites and U.S.
Look, my
citizens.
grandma be getting offended. She's like, "Don't call me no African American."
Nah,
I ain't African.
ain't nobody got time for that.
My grandma be like, "I ain't African."
I was just in the hood telling my homeboys that they said, "Yeah, we from Africa." I
They kicked
said, "Show
her
me in
off.
black and white where your ass from Africa,
Right.
cause y'all niggas over here is
What
lost
boat?
in this motherfucker."
What boat? How do we come
Yeah,
from
with
Africa?
the Nina, the Pinto, or the Santa Maria. Like which one?
Like, what boat did we really get on? Where the boat at?
Because last thing I heard that when they come over here, they coming over here as white, and they
What
be from
Kodak?
Africa.
No, look, Kodak Black. Kodak Black. He said when he said I'm black, but when you see me, I'm white. I knew exactly what he was talking about. I was like, okay, I'm white. If anybody asks, I'm white.
Then they kicked
I
everybody
want to
out.
be
That's
you.
crazy. Wait, hold on. Okay, that's they got Tiny back.
I'm white. Her name's
I think
Kodak.
Christian gone. They done kicked Christian off for like I don't
And
know the
I'm really
last
about
time.
tired of them, yo. What's up,
Yeah,
y'all?
yeah, they done kicked Christian out like 50 times.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh
My
yeah,
name's Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white. Yep.
yeah. So I was just finna say that, like, I did what you call it, for like to come on like at the independent contractor for lease. They actually volunteered. So I was like, you know what? I've been volunteering doing this long. Why not? I did it. I did everything exactly what it was. Why I said, let them people call me and I show up. Oh, they gonna think they seen a ghost. They gonna be like, are
Hmm.
you so and so? It is. But you
Look,
put. Let me
somebody
show you right here.
said
I'm
that's
saying,
what they try to get you though, because they have you out black, and even for business, they would give more loans slash grants if you're a black owned business. I
exactly.
know
They
because they
try to
want to
make people think the
trap.
system is beneficial, and it's not. And what it is
Right.
if you know your stuff, black is actually white, and white is actually black. Not even meaning like in like that aspect. Like when you look it up, like, man, it's so crazy. And I'd be like, are
Oh,
you kidding?
hold on, real quick. Hold on. Let me just say one thing, right? If y'all look in the fucking mirror, ain't nobody look as black as no fucking tire
Not
or no
even
Right.
Michael
motherfucking
Blackson is
Look,
black.
I'm finna
no
tell
Exactly.
y'all
motherfucking
something.
cement. If anything, your ass look brown or copper.
Exactly.
Is y'all black?
Nigga talk about I'm black. Like nigga, with black don't you
This
don't
is
look
black.
black? Fuck you look how you look black and
That's
black
black.
is a tinted window.
But you know how
That's
they
fucking
get them.
black when you
You know
can't
how
see
they
in that shit.
You know how they get on
That's
that.
black.
I was saying before Mark cut me off, um, about the whole, people, with the whole black power thing. Y'all don't even know what y'all screaming when y'all hollering that black power. Y'all actually saying white power. If you knew what black meant, like I said, and all that stuff, everything is reversed. So y'all screaming black power is actually white power. That's why they don't do nothing. These people get off
White
and everything.
power.
And like I said, people sit up here and been trying to, hit a come up. Like, did I think she was okay first? Yeah, whatever. When she used to have a bow wow braid to the back. But I'm gonna say it. Screw it. I don't care. Come for me, shorty. Tamika Mallory, Cadillac commercial, all that and everything. But you supposed to be out here trying to help people, something. And everybody quick to hop on, and then the next death come out, or next hashtag, to try to be known or try to come up and stuff like that. And all y'all want to do is just show your face, become famous or known for something, and then get a couple dollars, whatever, help some family, get a couple million. That's not what it's about. It's about freeing the people so this stuff can stop, and you really can know your rights, and these people can quit their jobs and go home because they ain't gonna have no job no more.
Yo, you want to hear something so funny? Right? Listen to this. You see what happened to the Breonna Taylor and the Eric Gardner, what happened to those officers, right? For if you read it, I just posted the video, but if you read it, it's a violation of your rights, civil right, your unalienable right, your right, your liberty, your right, same
It's
thing.
a violation of the law of the lands. Basically, everything that I
Exactly.
do,
So
I have to
listen,
afford you that same right. Don't
when them
kill,
when them
steal, destroy,
officers
none of that.
when them officers act outside of their scope, outside of their jurisdiction, outside of their oath, when they act outside of that, their immunity goes under the rug, and then they can be charged.
Exactly.
Stay in your lane,
Yeah,
basically.
just for the record, because they catching people up in all these non-emergency situations, and it ain't even no emergency.
Exactly. They're not even supposed to turn their lights on. When they come to you, they're not even supposed to turn their lights on when they pull you over because it ain't no emergency. Stop signs, them don't exist. We really supposed to be out here like GTA and y'all like Mario Kart, but don't do it. But I'm just
That's
saying we
why
really
they
supposed
made
to be.
the game GTA. Yeah.
Exactly. But don't be out here killing. Like I
Yeah,
said, you
don't be
supposed
hitting
to.
the old people like I
Yeah,
do on
yeah,
the game.
don't do that.
Because I run over everybody.
And yeah, don't be running over
The
racing.
old people. We
Hey,
don't even want to. I don't even want to talk about GTA because I'm like one of the
don't
top.
be in downtown Atlanta like, look at all them
You
coins on
wanted
this
the
sidewalk.
top.
Yeah, I'm the top dog in
I,
GTA. So don't.
Me and my brother, we got the cheat codes and the glitches.
What
Okay.
GTA you talking about? You talking about the old shit,
No,
the
5.
PlayStation 1?
No, GTA
Listen,
5.
bro, I'm
She
PlayStation.
talking
I'm
about the
okay.
PlayStation 1.
PlayStation
Who
1,
talking
listen,
about the
hey,
PlayStation?
it's still thump,
Because they
man.
don't
It's
do
still
cheat
thump.
codes no more.
Listen,
You can do glitches.
PlayStation still doing. I can go blow a CD
You can
right
do
now,
glitches
siphon
for the
my milk
money.
and put it in.
She said blow a CD.
Yeah, man. You know you gotta put it down and blow in it and blow the CD, clean it, and then slam the top down and hold it down while
Oh,
it's
you
getting
got
Listen,
the
the CD
don't
for it
old,
to play.
old.
don't play with me. I'll take it back to the Nintendo, the first Nintendo blowing in the damn
Yes.
cartridges. Don't
No,
play
what
with
about
me.
the? No, we literally had a couple years ago. We still had the Atari. I think my mama done gave it away, but we had the. I like you to kept it.
I'm country, so the PlayStation was a come up. Y'all don't even know this. Y'all remember the game used to plug into the wall with the big block, and you used to put it, and it used to you have to turn all the lights off. You could play it at night. That was the only time we could be up at night. And it put the ducks and stuff would be like, quack. You got to shoot with the little shotgun. That was our like little shooting game. Yeah, y'all don't remember stuff like that.
Look,
Y'all young
I
folks, you know what I'm
I
saying?
like playing Sims.
Nah, listen. That's good. That's good. We reminiscing right now. That just sounds so funny.
Yeah,
I be playing Sims because Sims is the shit.
Who said put it on the edge, then push down? Oh God, boy. You
So
just
look,
sit there
Minister,
all day holding the top
look,
down, then you find a play. You sleeping by then.
look. He said, "Don't forget the Minister brain is crazy." He said, don't forget to blow it first."
I really want y'all to like don't be doing all this stuff, yo. Like I said, to be like, oh yeah, I'm getting some money. Cause y'all gotta think about it. When y'all tell these people how they violate y'all and stuff and y'all doing this for credit and stuff, y'all gotta think about it. They probably can owe you, man. They probably can owe you about just as much money as Jeff Bezos got in his account, right? You gonna get it? No. So be
We
like,
was
you know
born
what?
rich.
You
That's what people
violated
don't
me.
understand.
Right, you born rich, but you violated me. This is how much it is that you owe me. And when you make your demands, don't actually make your demands. You tell them this is how much you owe me. But guess what? You know what? I'm gonna be nice. You owe me this much. How about you give me this, and this? 6 months of this back, and we can call it even. Say maybe like throw 30 G's on it, right? But like I said, when you doing this stuff, that's why
I
you
got
got to know how
those
to
on
do.
my car.
That's why you got to know how to do certified mail. Because if they don't respond to them tonight, let them know like, hey, no response. I'm just gonna assume, you know what I'm saying, you agreeing to the terms. So I expect this and this and
I
that in
got that
30
one on my
days. In
car
30
too.
days, you don't get that. It's a wrap.
Yeah, I got that one on my car, Polo. I got it in the back.
Yeah, that's
I
why I
got
said
the
put them in the back window. Put them in the back window.
I got it by where the plate at too.
I had a car. I was on my way to drill. I had a 2010 Volkswagen 6 bar wrecked it over. It had like it was blacked out, right? Got pulled over, guns drawn. I'm like, dang, I'm just on my way to drill. Oh, you know, we apologize, but you know your tent is illegal. I said, dang, what they told me when I drove off. So I still ain't never get a change. I had plenty codes legal tent. I'm gonna get when I get another car, get my windows tinted again.
You see how big? You see how big this one came out?
Yeah, it
He
came
said
out real
big as hell. Yo, you can read. Yo, you see how big those letters is?
yes.
That's what. It's not even a little card no more. Like you
You
can.
really want to be petty? Don't even print it out. Put it on your back window. How people be having them scriptures and stuff, or like
Mm-hmm.
the little families and stuff. Man, I get that
Mm-hmm.
shit put on my back window. You close enough, read it. Give you something to do since you all up, you riding my butt.
Look, Minister Brian, he dropping some gems for y'all.
Oh yeah, affidavit of fact, affidavit of rebuttal, affidavit of counterclaim for that. Exactly.
Y'all a little soft.
Affidavit of ownership. Are you so so now? I don't know who that is.
That's Minister Brian, one of the goats.
Yeah, like nah, that ain't me. Reference, I don't know. In court, do you understand? No, I don't.
Just
Do you
said,
do just say no? I don't understand. I don't understand. No to everything. Then when they done playing the game, just be like, oh, I moved to this. I demand you to dismiss this. Ain't no moving, no ask. Tell them you demand to dismiss. You waste my time. I got a lunch date, my boy. Down at Panera.
it's 10:10. But y'all got some questions in the comments.
Nah, I don't think they do.
If y'all ain't got no questions,
If they did, I should have answered them all, boy. Cause I be listen, y'all. I be ODing on this stuff. It be so good.
Christian, you got anything? Be quiet. No, it's probably not gonna be recorded. Maybe it will. I don't know. Whatever Polo
Somebody said
decides.
my name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white.
How do I get into this? Whoo, where you
Into
at on
this
your
or
journey?
the
This was entertaining as hell. Thank you. You're welcome. We tried.
yeah.
Yo,
But
how's everybody
you
feeling
been on
tonight?
one over
How's
there,
everybody feeling tonight?
Miss Luxury. You been on one over there. You in that Carmex, boy. When I first joined, you was struggling to get that Carmex out there too.
Look, you see me? Oh
I
my
said
god.
not the Carmex. You pressing
It
that
was
stuff. Said
look, I had to fold it.
it shot up. Man,
I
nobody know
had
but
to
you for Carmex, man.
look. I
Nobody
stole
know.
I took my cousin's on and I folded it. I was like,
He
cousin,
said talk more about the plate. Listen, when your stuff is due for registration, just don't need register. And then if they come for you, hit them with what you need to and be done with it. You ain't got to get no special plate. Man, go right now. Like growing up, I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when people used to still wear finger waves and all that stuff and the little high hairdos. Man, go right down the street to the little corner shop, you know, the dude who be pimping people rides out. Ask him to get you a plate made, whatever you want. Like for me, I might do something like T3 or something. Like my mama back in the day, she used to have like Black Cat or something like that. Like you can get a little plate like that put on. You do not have to have no certain type of plate, man. Like so, you want to talk
Listen,
about plate?
you can write on a piece of paper, right?
Oh
And
God.
you could put the law on there and slap it on the back.
mm-hmm.
Okay,
But
so
listen, that's not advice I'm giving you to go and do it. I'm just saying, like, study before you do it so you'll know what to say
Right.
in case, because they're gonna try you.
They gonna try you.
call
They're
me
gonna
Nick
try you.
said, do y'all include an affidavit when getting a non-citizen passport? Call me Nick. There's no such thing. Listen, stop believing all this stuff. Like I said, this is just people trying to hop on a bandwagon. Once again, taking advantage of people. Y'all already ain't got no money probably, and it's a recession, right? Everybody out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to make it. You don't have to pay these people $1,500 and all this and that and stuff like that. And
No,
half the time, like I said, people doing this stuff, y'all paying this money and y'all finding yourself with all these notices for court and everything. You finna go to jail. Do your own
listen.
due
My
diligence. You're
thing is,
responsible for your own salvation. There's no non-citizen passport. Go get a passport. It's gonna have your, like I said, your last name first. Family is first. Family is always first. That's why your last name is first on your passport, and then your first name, which is your given name, your legal entity name. So whenever you fill out a paper, if it says first name, last name, your first name is your last name. They just created it. They don't even recognize middle names. So all that is null and void. And there's no 4-star, no 5-star, no diplomatic immunity. Look on your actual passport. Flip it to the first page. It's gonna say citizen national. I put that in there
They
like
be
2
killing
lines
me with
before
that
they try
4
to
or
cut it
5
off. Like,
stars. I
yeah,
got
it's no
5
such
stars.
thing. I can get my passport right now. Actually, hold on. I can get my passport
No,
right
the
now.
only here actually, hold on, let me
You
jump in
look
there.
on your passport, everybody's gonna have 4 or 5 star. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The only way to truly get diplomatic immunity is to fill out the diplomatic and consular paperwork. There's specific paperwork. It's I don't know, like 8 something pages maybe. So
I got a
there's a
video,
whole
right?
other
I got a
process of
video,
that.
right? It's a dude it's a dude that I seen one day, right? And he has the diplomatic plate because he said you have to be over here. I got the video. I got to go back to the video, but he got the real diplomat plate that he had to go down to the embassy and fill it out. Because
Nick,
I went up to him and I asked him, I was like, "Yo, how you get that? How you get that plate?" And he was explaining to me how he got the plate. And
Nick,
he came from another country over here and with the diplomatic status and whatever immunity they claim.
I didn't say you paid nobody, Nick. I'm saying it's real deal people out here who got court and stuff like, oh, like I got court and this and that because they trying to just jump on this thinking it's a overnight thing. It's an over life thing, not an overnight thing. Thinking they gonna get rich off something. Oh, I know my rights. I got a trust fund. I want my money. You even got people out here have done stuff so wrong that they have literally almost well, you might as well say like renounced their citizenship and closed down their actual account that the government created for them.
You can
Now
you
what you
can
gonna do?
literally be deemed a paper terrorist if
You
you're not
have
careful.
exactly. You have to be able to know how to go from the public to private, but operate in the private and still have the benefits from the public for what they created for you. That's what I mean about knowing what you're
Because I
doing
want my
and
food
stuff
stamp.
like that.
Period.
Just
Food
like
stamp.
you as a parent, if you got kids, you responsible
Food
for your
stamps
kids
is
until
for
they're old
us.
enough.
That's what I'm saying. That's when people be like, "Oh, I'm just private, okay," and I want food stamps, so I'm gonna be private and public. Who wants to pay for
Exactly.
food? I like
Well,
to eat.
I'm allergic to seafood, so I can't eat too much of nothing but grass and water. So I'm allergic
I
to
want.
everything.
I want
Too
free
bad for
food.
you. Too bad if you're allergic to all that good
I'm
shit.
allergic to seafood. I'm allergic to soy and soys and everything. I can't really eat too much. Like I can't eat nothing that's high citric acid. That's most fruits. Like yeah, man. Yeah.
Look
I
up
like to eat.
Gary Brusca. Look him up. He just teamed up with Grant Cardone not that long ago with 10X Health. That dude is
You said with Grant who?
with Grant
That's a
Cardone.
travel.
Yeah, I got
This
his
is a
10 times
travel
rule
law
book.
right here.
Yeah, I got his 10 times rule book.
Yeah. No, but Gary Brusca, he's the owner of 10X Health. He teamed up with Grant to open 10X Health, and he does the superhuman protocol. But he also has basically in 84 days he can get you back to optimal health because in 84 days you won't have the same cells that are in your body right now in your body in 84 days.
Can you
Mm-hmm.
It's
drop that to
complete.
me in my inbox?
Yeah, I sure will. He's amazing.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, like I would fly, like I'm not even kidding, like trust you me, the minute, and I repeat, the minute I get my freaking settlement, I promise you I'm flying that man to me just so I can do the super protocol. For real. I will legitimately fly him here because he's that good.
Yeah,
So
I met
basically,
this one
it's
guy
like
in
what,
Texas.
fasting? Like he make you fast or something?
No, I mean here at the end of the day he teaches you because like all these people that are like allergic. You can't
Right.
be allergic. So many people think that I'm not saying this isn't to you by any means, as I'm not commenting on what you were saying. I'm saying so many people think that they're allergic to this, allergic to that because they have reactions. But at the end of the day, when you're allergic to the 9 essential amino acids that your body needs, there's something wrong in the body
Yeah,
because you can't be allergic to everything that your body actually needs. Does
and
that make
that's
sense?
from eating this food and stuff that's been chemically
Yes.
processed. Did y'all know y'all can look up when you go in the grocery store and just go on a field trip one day when your kids go to the grocery store and go to the produce, right? That means even on like in Walmart where they have them out and along the walls with the salads and stuff. Look at those stickers. Each sticker corresponds, like though with the numbers on it. Each sticker corresponds, and it'll tell you have to go on an FDA website. They should have it, right? If not, just look it up. You should be able to find it somewhere. Each sticker with the number on it corresponds tells you what chemicals was put into it, what was organic. I think they got an app now called Yuma or something like that. I don't know. You can look it up. But for the fruits, each number fruit will tell you which ones are actually organic. Like for instance, the bananas, right? It'll tell you which ones are actually organic, like non-chemically modified and stuff, like with pesticides and everything. Which ones wasn't. Apples, which ones were man-made, which ones actually naturally grown, like all that.
And understand there's a difference between organic and natural
Yep.
or organic. And I mean, like all this stuff that's labeled natural, people are be buying it. I'm telling you, half the time that shit's worse than the genetically
Mm-hmm.
modified crap.
Like
Because they,
broccoli and spinach and all that stuff, most of that stuff was man-made. That
Yeah.
you ain't never heard about growing no spinach. I mean, I didn't know that because I was vegan for a while. I had a real bad accident or whatever, which is why my system is like it is and stuff now. Why I can't eat too much of nothing. But I went vegan for a while, and that was the best that I've ever felt. I was never groggy. I got insomnia like a mug. People think like, oh, cause just military, you don't sleep. No, that was some of the times I got like the best sleep. Now I only sleep like 4 hours because I ain't vegan no more. But I still back to the same, feeling like drained all the time, like groggy after I eat, sleepy, tired. Only sleep for like 4 hours.
I said Allie is really good on like health stuff and like vegan food and like she's big on like plant based. She the shit. I be seeing when she be cooking, I be like, hey, pass me a plate, Allie.
Well, only thing I did was I drank water. I did natural like tea and mushroom. Mushroom was my meat replacement, and that's really it. Kale, like spinach and kale. It was Thanksgiving. I had my accident a week before Thanksgiving, literally. So that's how I ended up doing it. But I was like, man, I miss chicken. So YOLO, you gotta die from something. I'd rather die from eating than not. So,
Yo,
but
I ain't
yeah.
eat chicken in like almost a year. It's almost been a year since I had chicken, and I don't even miss it.
I'm gonna come to Miami for real. I'm gonna come to Miami.
Who said I quit my job today? Oh, you must been listening to that song.
You won't break
Bro.
me, so
No, he said I quit my job. They listen to that song, bro. It's like uh
Beyonce said quit your job too.
I
I
am I
have a
am
job
roasted.
in 3 years. I've been thugging it.
Yo, shout out to everybody that's here today, man. These build sessions, man, if you just setting the record straight a lot of times, because you'll find something small that you've been missing, and then that 90, that 10% from that 90% of what you was thinking about, it'll finally make sense. So shout out to everybody that's here today. I appreciate everybody.
Hey Polo, pin that iShop Purium link that I just posted. For those that understand or know what glyphosate is, I just did a permalink for the just one product. I mean, obviously you guys can look at all the other products, but it's the only product that has been clinically proven to detox glyphosate out of your system. There's no other product on the market that can detox the glyphosate out of your system except for this one. And glyphosate's what's in all these genetically modified foods. That's the Roundup shit that is being put in all of our foods.
Hmm.
Can you say the name of the app? It's Yuma or Yokima or something like that. You just gotta Google it first and be like app that where you can scan the
Listen,
food, any food,
listen.
and it'll tell you what chemicals are in it.
Yep.
Yeah, and screenshot this link and type in every word, or I don't know, she might share it in the study chat. I don't know, but you
Yeah, I'll
most
get
likely
the
you
study
can
chat.
Y'all got a
most
study
likely
chat?
you can
Dang,
type.
I ain't even know about that. I was just trying to hop on and drop some knowledge.
Then where everybody, you know what it is? If you wasn't on the live like back or went like a little further back in the on my page, you'll see that I posted it. So everybody that's seen it is up in there. So it's been a while ago. So if you ain't see it, then it's called
We
I mean,
we all
y'all was
Purium.
having a party. I was kind of neighbor next door, like the TikTok. They kind of looked out and was like, and they started vibing with the music, and y'all like waved me over, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll come. Now we here. How you get by without a job? I can't figure out how to fill out my 1099-C. Yeah, the only tax y'all really supposed to be paying that's in law is natural resources, which is like for gas. Really, that's the only one that still haven't figured out how to get around. But everything else, yeah, no tax, my boy.
Yo, everything is really literally a fucking billing error,
Finna
especially
be
if you use
Trump
that
on them.
social.
Even child
Yes,
support. Y'all
Autobahn.
out here paying child support. Don't be like me, what I'm saying? We just put Toys R Us back in business, but don't be like me. Don't be on, where you gotta pay child support.
The problem with child
No,
support is that
first of
it's a
all, five
conflict of
five
interest. Oh,
five
sorry,
five
Polo.
HS. It's not you see what you do with the Autobahn is you put up silver and with an affidavit and you put up your social together. And then you'll have a law in your state. I don't know your
Exactly.
state. I'm not researching it. I did New York. So I got the public law for New York saying you need vehicle financial responsibility. It's like you're taking financial responsibility through this Autobahn that you record and you showing them that is backed by silver and a social security number. Just like how Geico do it or State Farm, they got your shit and they doing it for you because you can't do it yourself.
Or you can use what is it, the 1099-8. Carry some of them pre-filled out. It's the same thing. They drawing it from your account. You carry some of them with you. Cool. I did a little bumper, ain't that? You know what I'm saying? Some people might be like, all right, cool. You know, just drive safe. Be like, oh, okay, I fucked up your shit. Here you go. Have a good day.
Yeah, but most people are not going to understand or know how to do that
Yeah, I
process.
know.
So,
Yeah, I know.
you know what I did when I hit my kids are screaming in the back seat and I rear-ended somebody. Anyways, at the end of the day,
That's that Mario Kart.
I let the other guy's insurance bill me directly when they called me, and I was like, yeah, just send me a bill. So they sent me a bill for a ridiculous $26,000 or some shit. It wasn't even that bad for real. But of course they were going to get their money. So literally you can take that and then you can throw that on a tax form and
People listen to stuff.
Exactly. And ride out, go on about your business. Like ain't nothing happening.
they can go
Wait, you said hold on. You said you could put it on a tax form and what?
and
Like
then
I said, like the 10, you said how
literally
to,
they get
yeah.
it. They'll go get the money. It'll get they
You said you could.
make
It's
the
more than one way to skin a cat with all this, right? You said you could do that with the whole bun. I got a friend did that driving trucks, right? He got pulled over. We was all on Facebook Messenger, like you can call. We was on the phone. He got pulled over talking cash trash to him. They couldn't do that because he already had his stuff on file. They couldn't take him to jail. They couldn't arrest him on nothing, right? Or you could just rewrite some pre-filled out 1099s. Say, okay, cool, I did
But
this. Cool.
no, but hold on. But like I
Like you
told
said, let them
y'all,
bill you and send it in.
no. But listen, every state has a public law of vehicle responsibility.
yep.
Every New York has it. So I know every state
New York
has
got
it.
one. Everybody walk and ride bikes there. That's crazy.
But no, listen, listen. I guarantee you, it's in your is it be in your city or your state, the public law, whatever the public law for your state, you'll have some type of public law, and it will talk about the vehicle responsibility on insurance.
So you killing me, man. You said wait. You said wait. Explain more. Explain more on what? Call me Nick. Call me Nick. I'll explain it. Not just playing. You said you said all caps as the lender. Um, Me personally, like I said, I operate on the private side, but I still benefit from the public side. So I operate as a beneficiary of my legal entity. If
But
that
listen,
makes sense.
if you don't get a lot of this information because
Yeah,
we only
you
building
really
right
gotta go
now,
back.
so
You really gotta go
this
back.
is information. We just sharing information, and it's literally hearsay, and it's for entertainment.
Yep.
This is we not giving no advice because whatever situation you in, we don't know. Everybody goes through their situations. So we did our studies towards it. And if you're not competent enough to even, address it, then that's why they always say contact counsel or contact some type of advisor so you can get more clarity or go through YouTube because everything you're thinking about is somewhere on YouTube that's
We are
telling
not
you how to do
financial
a process.
advisors. This is for entertainment, not even. I'm not even gonna say educational purposes. Yeah, we're just. This is for entertainment. Yeah, we're just having
Yeah,
fun. This
because
is just a discussion.
we can't we building right now, so we can't go into detail like we doing a webinar right now to walk y'all through steps of something you got to study because if somebody do it for you and they call you and the person dip out of Dodge, how you going to explain to the IRS if you get some type of frivolous notice or correspondence that come back? How you going to defend yourself?
Can't. That's why due
The
diligence. Everybody
person that did your
responsible for their
paperwork
own
don't live with
salvation.
you. The people that did your paperwork don't even live with you. So you gotta. That's why shout out to Meek. If you can't explain that shit, don't claim that shit.
Yep. Everybody
Is it
responsible for their own salvation. So
because
even
listen,
afterwards.
you're gonna be out here like we was in 2021 doing the wrong shit, following the wrong process, and you be a year. That's a year that you'll be behind from not doing that shit yourself.
I know a whole Telegram group of people hollering about they got court and everything. Not somebody jump to the big stuff too, like Morris. Just stop paying bills and everything. Like, is y'all people
Yes, like
crazy?
yo,
Is this Jumanji?
listen, man, did the
Are
wrong
you
shit for a
homeless? Now
whole
you
year.
asking for donations. Who, baby? Catch me at the top. Listen, I might send a
Word,
laugh
like
back down, but you should have
you
waited.
did the wrong shit for a whole fucking year. I say that because now we on the right path to salvation, and it feels good to finally have
Yeah.
100% accurate information, like the
Listen,
credit reporting agency supposed to
believe
have.
nothing you hear and only half of what you see, or however the saying goes. Because for the simple fact is, Is man, listen, social media and marketing, the world we live in is a mother trucker, right? These people out here scheming, like scam, that's a real scam. Getting people for their money, saying, oh, y'all did this and that, and they go get G-Wags. So it's off the money y'all paying these people. Y'all going to do this, and now you can't reach them. The number changed or whatever, you blocked now and everything. Just like anything else, man. Look like old girl that got exposed about going, who take a Louis Vuitton and some flowers to go get a car? Come on, sis. Like, man, market is a mug. That's why when they be doing all this, oh, stay to the end or all this webinar for now, I don't do none of that because it's all marketing. It's all marketing. Like, where I'm from, word is bond. If you ain't showing me no paper, it ain't on paper. I don't believe it. Period. Y'all paying for these people lifestyle and y'all still suffering. Y'all still at the bottom. Make it make sense, man.
Word, because like people be talking about they tapping into accounts and all this. Like if you tapping into accounts and you got all the funds back
Show
that
me. Show me.
you haven't spent. So why you out here still getting people to pay you for all these
Right.
processes?
Man, I'll be on
Fucking them up.
my story somewhere, Turks and Caicos and all that. Like, man, like what, walk around the island with one leaf on or something. Like, show me. If it ain't no paper, you can't show me. I ain't trying to hear nothing you talking about, man. For real.
Here, let me read this really quick. I just pulled up Missouri's. So it specifically says under 303.160 in the Revisor of Missouri statutes, proof of financial responsibility when required under this chapter with respect to motor vehicle or with respect to a person who is not the owner of the motor vehicle may be given by filing one of the following. A certificate of insurance as provided in section 303.170 or section 303.180, or a bond as provided in section 303.230, or a certificate of deposit of money or
Drop
securities
some
as
fire, y'all.
provided
Drop some fire. Drop some
in
gems.
section 303.240, or a certificate of self-insurance
Drop
as
some fire.
provided in section 303.220, supplemented by an agreement by the self-insurer, hence an affidavit, that with respect to accidents occurring while the certificate is in force, he will pay the same judgments and in the same amounts that an insurer would have been obligated to pay under an owner's motor vehicle liability policy if it had issued such a policy to said self-insurer.
I'm gonna
No
call you Pearl Harbor.
shall be or continue to be registered in the name of any person required to file proof of financial responsibility unless such proof shall be furnished for such motor vehicle. There is no requirement to register your vehicle. Period.
I'm finna call you Pearl Harbor because you just like blowing up shit.
So at the end of the day, and then that's where when these little highlighted links are up here, it's going to outline proof of responsibility by insurance certificate. Proof of financial responsibility may be furnished by filing with the director the written certificate of any insurance carrier. Okay, well, we don't want to do that. So then we're going to move on to the next option, which would be proof of responsibility by non-resident. Because remember, we're not residents in DC because that's all your zip code does. Your zip code specifically reroutes you into that 9 square miles of DC.
Exactly. Do general for wherever you at. Redo your
General
address.
post.
Do the Republic of Georgia or wherever you from. Ask them what's the general post office for this zip code. They gonna tell you go there, do your mail thing, do it for Republic of whatever state, and then you can do like Houston, Republic of Texas or whatever, right? Like she said, like do it that way because you don't have to. For instance, I was born in Georgia, right? Moved to Tennessee a little bit, went overseas, came back, went to Texas. There's no law that says that I have to stay and remain in Georgia, right? It's wherever I choose to. It's not reside, it's my domicile, right? Just like people be like, oh, I'm nomadic or whatever. Yeah, you can pick up and move wherever you want, right? So that's why you do that. Do the Republic, and it's your domicile. Because wherever you choose to lay your head at. Shoot, if I want to sleep in the car because I'm hungover, that's going to be my domicile. Like,
and it literally says here, surety bond as proof of responsibility for one option. So proof of financial responsibility may be furnished by filing with the director the bond of a surety company duly authorized to transact business in the state, or a bond with at least 2 individual sureties, each owning real estate within the state, and together having equities equal in value to at least twice the amount of such bond, which real estate shall be scheduled in the bond approved by the judge of the circuit court of the county or the city in which such real estate is situated. Such bond shall be conditioned for payments in amounts, and under the same circumstances it would be required. I would not recommend that amount, y'all. I would literally get the surety bond. But you can also do a cash deposit as proof of responsibility. So if you got some monies, right? Proof of financial responsibility, it may be evidence. Remember, Federal Reserve notes are not for us, they're for them. At the end of what was that?
Man,
Gold
listen,
and
how
silver.
many people have hit y'all ain't have no insurance, yo, and you was like, well, how I'm supposed to pay for my car? I used to ride without a license when I was young before I even got one. I ain't never
So
like,
like I said, I
Look,
just
you
told
can
y'all
write
where to
your
look.
payments off on a 1099, by the way. So why not just hold the insurance and then just get the recoupment? That's the way I look at it.
what'd you say now?
You can write your insurance payments off on a 1099. So
Yeah,
why?
that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. To carry some 1099s with you or whatever. But like you said, most people know how to process. So yeah, wait till they do it, see, and then you still already got to pre-fit out. When they hit you with it, cool, send it right on back. Next day mail, next day or whatever.
Because just think about it. If you gave the social to the insurance company, all they're doing is giving you your own money back. If you go to
Exactly.
work and you gave them your social, all they're doing is giving you your money back.
And guess what I'm finna go do? Get my money back and some. Been over whole James.
Shout out to Ali. I get that from Ali. Let's give thanks for everybody in the building and in the house tonight.
Hey.
I get that from Ali. Shout out to Ali, man. That's what I said. Y'all always worrying about insurance. I got the auto bond and I sent it to the Department of the Motor Vehicles in New York. They telling me, oh yeah, you can't do that, and I sent it right back to them again because you can't violate the public law because they're still a corporation. The public law states this. Every time they send it back, I send it back to them because what's giving you the authority telling me what I can and can't do?
Exactly. Yeah. Dang, where'd she go? I'm trying to follow her. I can't even find her no more. Oh well. I'll go back. I'll go back on one of your lives. Well, I'm about to go night night, y'all. I gotta get my beauty sleep.
All right, well, we appreciate you. I was trying to look for my auto bond so I could show y'all the public law. Listen, I ain't even planning on turning up, and this is part 2 right here.
Well,
This part 2.
I'm always around, for part 3, 4, 5. We can do R.
Listen,
Kelly on
listen,
part
listen.
5 if you want. I
I,
got
I, I will
for
I
days.
will be building with you for the simple fact that I try to keep the demonstrators around because we'll cover more ground like that and we'll elevate more the more we bounce shit back and forth off of each other.
Yo,
Like
let's do a trapped in the system. 20
you feel
part.
what
Let's
I'm
make a
saying?
part 25. Let's make a part 25. I ain't gonna say it on R. Kelly.
Listen,
Let's do a
listen,
trapped in the
listen.
system.
This is why we get on Tuesday, and this is why we get on and just share an experience, or I'll share something that I studied, or share something that I said, all right, I'm gonna do this because it makes sense. I read it, it makes sense, and now if anything come back, I know how to articulate it every step of the way.
Mama B Holistic Care, when you signed your contract, ma'am, they were supposed to offer you insurance. It was already in there in the finance charge, but they told you need to have insurance before you drive it off that lot. I'm finna go get me a car, and I wish they would tell me I need some. Man, they gonna have to catch me in them blue lights, because GTA, it's
Yeah,
already in the
matter of
contract
fact,
right up, baby.
the
Huh?
finance charge is supposed to be included in the
Exactly.
motherfucking
Your
shit.
insurance is supposed to be
Anyway,
included in all that, but they tell you. No, she asked the
that's
question.
exhibit.
So 1099, my insurance company. You supposed to have insurance when you got that car. Everything's supposed to be included in there, but they tell you, oh, we can't
That's
give you
exhibit A.
until you come back with proof of your insurance. It's already in there. What you mean?
Don't
But
even get
listen,
started with that finance charge bullshit. Let me tell you what, not bullshit, but I'm just saying, I literally, for the last 2 days, was on the phone. Polo, Mark. I was literally, he's going buying a
Mhm.
car. We had these motherfuckers scrambling so bad at the dealership because literally they had no idea what to do when they realized we knew what the hell was actually going on. They were flipping out, making up all kinds of shit. So then I looked up the CEO. I told y'all, I called the CEO of Ford Motor Credit cell phone, left a fucking message, and I said, look, at the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. This dealership basically trying to blame y'all, saying you guys are requiring a down payment, which is against federal law at the end of the day. And then, so I was like, I need to know who I need to come at. So, that's pretty much where I left it at. So then,
listen. Yeah, it's like Monopoly. Y'all gotta play the game, right? Go in there, act like you don't know nothing. And when they start with their bullshit, that's when you press start. Let's go, press start. And by the
Let
time
me
you
tell you
finish, you're
what,
gonna be on level 3. They're gonna be on their last life. Like she said, make sure you go in there and you know who the CEO is, who the CFO is. A bar, just go in and run the tab up, play the
Brandon,
game and run the tab up, run the
Brandon,
tab up.
Brandon done mess with the wrong person because Brandon told Kristen that Kristen doesn't know what's going on and that Kristen has misinformation. Therefore, Brandon might not have a job come end of next week at the end of the day.
If you really know your stuff, I done had 9 cars. I can literally go back for every car that I ever bought with every dealership I remember at, like all that and stuff, who financed it. Go back and ask for the contracts for the record. Why? Because by law, they're supposed to have everything on record. They can't tell you, oh, we don't have this and that, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to have the original, of course. We all know why. We all know why they're not going to have the original contract for anything, mortgage or car or anything, right? But go back and ask them, hey, I seen this and that, or just make up some bogus lie. They be lying too. So just be like, oh, well, I don't know, I ran across this and I was wondering if y'all can I get a copy of it? That's your right. You still can have a copy, get a copy of that contract or whatever they had on file for payments or whatever reason. Just make up something. Ask them for it. They supposed to have it on
No,
file. If they tell you they
hold on. You
don't,
know what you could
that's a
do?
lie. They supposed to keep record of
Hold on,
every
trucker.
single thing.
Hold
Every
on,
single
trucker.
thing.
They can do the motor vehicle form to request for the transcript as well too. Because the motor vehicles work with the dealerships and the motor vehicle works with the dealerships.
No, I'm
So
saying
you
like
can
your contract, like for any payment you ever made on any car, like all that. You talking about the DMV? Yeah, you can too, but I'm talking about the actual contract, for your finance charge and everything, your installment payment.
Oh
How much
that comes from the dealer. That comes from the dealer. Okay,
yeah, like
that
all
comes from
that
the
and
dealer.
how like all the payments you made. Say you paid and you owed only $1,000 on the car, you wrecked it. Okay, boom. Well, I want to go here, whatever, and get it from this, showing I basically paid up. I only had $1,000 left. Whatever. You supposed to be able to go get all they supposed to have on record. You mentioned the DMV. Yo, I got my license February the 11th, 2011 in high school. Literally skipped school after lunch to go to work. Went straight across, ran a stop sign, got a ticket. I can literally go right now and get my whole record, like my whole DMV, everything white clean. Even if you got a DUI, OUI, driving while naked, driving with too many clothes, whatever, you can get all that stuff off. Like, y'all just gotta read these laws
They
and know,
driving
like,
while
That's the
naked.
purpose.
bro, it
That
doesn't
listen.
matter what if
That's
you
the
was
purpose.
driving while asleep, driving because you too woke, whatever, man. If you was driving because you just wanted to drive a late night drive and they wanted to give you a ticket, you can literally like go. Same thing with the DMV. Yo, all these people are just like McDonald's and Wendy's or every Family Dollar you see on every corner, like driving
Yep.
down the street, like 10 Family Dollars. They all the same thing. They just got a different type of drive through. They got a different like, yo,
Look, at the end
they
of the day, though, an officer can never turn his lights on behind you or it is a felony. Point blank,
exactly.
period. Unless he has articulable, reasonable suspicion you are about to commit a crime or you did commit a crime, and he must be
Or in
ready
the
to give an
middle. Or in
affidavit.
the middle of a crime.
If they stop you, that's
Right.
kidnapping. I got places to be and people to see you holding me. That's kidnapping. Every time they put a finger on you, $10,000. That's assault. Y'all gotta look up tort
Shit.
law, like I
We
said.
can't miss. Hold on. We can't miss the 2,000 a minute.
Oh,
Yep,
2,000
all that.
bet. Depending on the state, 1,000 a minute in Florida. Regardless, I'll be like, all right, we'll sit here all day.
Yeah, 1,000, 2,000. Listen, the 2,000 on the fee schedule, so it don't matter to me.
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, and don't get one of them. Don't get one of them. I'm just gonna one of them Dear Johns where he gonna have to flex that badge while you calling out them laws and stuff like that dude that choked that officer lady. Oh, she a good one because baby, I would have put out my gun. He's I don't know. This man could have did a whole 12 lines of coke before he came to work. I don't know. He got a gun too, just like I got it. I would have shot it. Excuse my French. I would have shot him over. He got on a bulletproof vest. So what? I ain't know what he was doing. Don't be trying to come for me, bro, because you grew an inch. No, buddy, because I'm finna downside you. Period. And
Well,
Yo, hold on. You wanna know what? They got a case law for that.
yeah, that's why I say you
They
gotta
got a
look up
case law
tort
for
law.
that.
You gotta look up tort law and stuff. But
No, but they have an actual case law for that if an officer tries to do that to you.
Yeah, it's under if they're well, first of all,
Let me see if I
it
can find it.
yeah, first of all, it literally states that you can defend your freedom if they are trying to unlawfully detain you, arrest you, or imprison you. It's in the treaty for unlawful arrest and imprisonment. If they are trying to arrest you or detain you unlawfully, you can defend yourself up and including death. I don't recommend that. Just saying.
Yeah,
Up,
because why? Because why? The law of the land, like I said, you can't steal, other people's property and stuff. Don't try to hurt, injure, or kill anybody, and basically afford that same liberty to your fellow brothers and sisters. Them the only three laws you really gotta abide by. That's it. Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. That's what it falls under, basically.
well, and at the end of the day, it just whenever it comes down to anything and everything that we're doing, as long as there is no victim, then there is no crime. All crimes are commercial.
Exactly. Monopoly. Everything was monetized. Everybody so all flustered over this Roe versus Wade. Girl, you think these strippers and prostitutes out here care about that? No. These people can't tell you what to do with your body. They can't tell you what to do, period. Don't get all flustered. Even but this whole gun law thing, man, just do the same thing you're doing now. Get your affidavit, write it up, and go file it down. Basically tell them, you ain't gonna hurt nobody until or something. But once again, you just exercise your rights, and boom, you good. You ain't gotta go get no card, register, wait for no background check to come back, pay this much, take no class, man. Screw all that. Cause you within 3 feet of me, I bet you I'm gonna hit you 21. However, running, face me, running away, I don't care. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna tag you.
No, 100%. And we were talking about this earlier. I'm switching up the subject for a hot minute, but we were talking about, like, there was someone that did a TikTok video about real estate investing in the tax liens or whatever. I go, oh, you mean all that unlawful freaking seizure of property? I go, look, at the end of the day, if you don't understand or realize, and this is the biggest problem. Like, I've got people that are getting ready to lose their homes, and they don't, some idiot went and filed freaking bankruptcy on the day of the sale because he couldn't follow through with the process. And this is the problem. We don't want to follow through. We need, like, it's like we always need that guarantee.
Wait. So you said the dude, his house was up for foreclosure and he went and filed bankruptcy on the day.
No, look. Here, you have to hold on. Let me explain. There's more context to the story, okay?
Okay.
So here's the additional context. The additional context is that he received a letter at the beginning of March that literally said that this loan servicer had acquired the loan. They acquired the loan. He did a Chapter 13 years ago that literally he has no liability in the property anymore. They're trying to enforce a lien that allegedly survived the bankruptcy.
There is no lien because at the point in time when he bought that
Because you have to have
house,
a lien attached to something. What's the lien attached to? If you've discharged my obligation in the property and there's no other obligation, what the fuck is that lien attached to?
Listen, no. So when you get a car, when you get a house, everything, actually when you read the law, how we have like the when it talks about interest and everything, we have an actual interest in it, like interest of ownership, because we actually have control and ownership of that actual property.
Well, right.
We have 21 days. Most people don't even have 21 days to establish that, blah blah blah, right? But basically, when it comes to the whole house thing, when he signed that mortgage note, whatever, because I never got a house, I don't know. But when you sign the mortgage or whatever it is that you sign, same as a car, they're gonna do the same thing they do with the car when they go selling everything. So at the point in time, those two are separated. That make that whole contract null and void, for one.
Well, yeah.
Two, so there should never have been a lien. Three, the same as your car. There's never a lien on your car. So when they say, who's the lien holder? There is no lien because that actual initial contract, they no longer have.
Well, so here's what they're doing. There is a lien. They're just only filing it with the county. The county is getting all these notes, and that's why they feel it's a conflict of interest. So when you're in court and you're being, you're allegedly having your property taken from you from the bank, it's actually the county that owns that has that interest in the note. So it's a conflict of interest now because that's what funds the SERS fund, which is the State Employment Retirement System.
Okay, well, you want me to tell you how to do something before you even reach that? If y'all know y'all ain't telling you to pay y'all taxes before you even get to the foreclosure, go find one of your good buddies. I'm talking about best friend, somebody that did 20 years, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about through the mud with you, right? Do an actual contract, like most people be like, I'm gonna tell you this, cool, I'm gonna do a little contract with you, whatever. Those have just as much legals and binding, like standing, as anything else, any other contract we sign in life. Do it instead of them, because why? It's no longer on you. So how can they do business with you for something when you already turned that property? That's gonna reset the whole process. It's gonna fuck them up. Watch. It's gonna
Well,
fuck them
yeah, I
up
mean,
all the
you just
way.
and at the end of the day, I mean, you can
Cause
all you
they
have to do is fire the all you have to do is fire the trustee and replace the note and replace the because here's the thing, they don't have that note anymore. It's destroyed. Not again,
exactly.
not
That's why I said
destroyed.
make a new contract. I can go to a notary, get it signed. You and me do a contract. We do it. When they want to show it to court, well, I ain't got no interest in it no more because I sold it to her. So now they got to deal with you. That's gonna fuck them up. They got to reset the whole process.
Well,
And
and the
just keep.
problem is, if you read that Notre Dame law review that I always talk about, negotiable instruments, pledges, collateral for securities, it literally tells you without express permission.
Damn, she went out.
But no, sorry.
Right when she
But
about to say it, look what's happening.
Yo, sis,
right,
repeat it.
it's always no. I call.
Repeat.
It's because I got a phone call. Sorry. So without express permission from the pledgor, or I'm sorry, from the pledgee, which is you or the whomever owns the property, without your express permission to sell the note, it is a conversion of the note, which is unlawful.
Exactly.
It's a conversion of the note, and that not only is supposed to release your liability, but it is
Exactly.
you're also supposed to receive the excess proceeds from the sale of that note, the
Exactly.
surplus from the sale of the note. So not only did that pay off because now they can't protect your interest in the note, therefore, if they can't protect your interest, they have absolutely no. They always want to sit there and claim they're trying to protect the investor. Okay, great. Well, then you can protect the investor somewhere else because at the end of the day, the investor owns the note. I no longer have any liability. You also can't take my fucking property because it's paid off.
Exactly. Do your paperwork, file that shit, ask for your deed, go your way, they go theirs, and be like, but don't let me catch you in the street. Be done with it. Boom.
But that's why you have to that's why you have to remember and understand that when you sign that note, it clearly states in the first sentence, in exchange for a loan I have received. Where's the loan? That's the question.
Right. But
Everybody's
we'll
asking
never
for the
see none
note.
of it. We'll never see none of it.
Stop asking for the note. Whoever's the holder of the note holds the liability. Stop asking for the note. You want to ask for where's the loan. That means if it says in exchange for a loan I have received, that means sometime at some point on or before the date that you sign that. And if you think back to the closing table, you sign in a very specific order. I actually had a friend of mine that just closed on a home. She was like blowing me up. I was in court that day and she's like trying to figure out, they're like flipping out because I almost signed the deed of trust first. And they're like, no, it has to be lender's order. It has to be lender's order. It has to be lender's order.
Nope. You should have told her.
Oh
You should have told
man.
her sign that shit, and I want the
Specifically
original
for
everything, and y'all keep the copy. You should have told her sign it in whatever order
well,
she felt like.
no,
Keep the original
hold on,
everything and
hold
get
on.
them the copy.
But you can't because you can't do it in whatever order. And the reason why, what? Then go plug the phone in. The reason why you can't sign it in any specific order is because you don't own that property until you sign the note. When you sign the note, you now own that property free and clear. The minute that you sign that deed of trust, you're now signing interest. You're giving security interest to the bank. You're giving them interest in the property. So you basically just told the bank, yep, not only can you take this property and do whatever you basically want with it because now you have security interest in it. Hey, okay, I'll get it. Go sit down. Chill out. So basically, God, you are next level right now. Okay,
Buddy gone off Dunkaroos or something.
Jesus, Marion, she's just telling on everybody over here. Don't come over here. She's telling your ass. Sit down, sis. Jesus Christ.
Yo, that
God.
made so much sense though.
I
That
will
made
get
so much
it.
sense.
Hold on. So my point is that you have to sign that order because you don't own that property. The previous owner owned the property. You don't need to go to the doctor. Oh my God.
What I'm saying is, you never keep the original anything. You know, they be like, yeah, we'll keep this one. We'll give you a copy. Ever notice that?
She probably muted because the kid's turning up right now. But that's
I was about
it's
to.
all love. It's all love.
I mute myself. I let them scream. I mute myself when I gotta scream.
So,
Please hold. I'm putting my mom's voice on. Jesus. Anyway,
yo, it's definitely an alignment.
Man, I told y'all I was going to bed an hour ago. Y'all got
Look, see,
listen.
we
Y'all
be on
follow
here
me,
all fucking
Tiny
day.
underscore trucker on Instagram, on TikTok. I be posting sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't really be in social media like that. You know, I'm a cave holder. If y'all know what that means, I stay to myself. You know, select few. But anyways, y'all follow me. Sometimes I pop out and I'm back in. Hit me up. You got, you know what I'm saying? You just want to chat, chop it up, whatever. All right, I'm
Well,
out.
thanks for joining.
I'll be
But
back for.
don't hound her. Don't be all going crazy, making people not want to respond. You know, I'm gonna send. Actually, what I'm gonna do is
What
I'm
you
gonna get
mean,
on the
man?
study chat.
It's all
I'm gonna
love
get on
over
the
here.
study chat.
It's all love over here.
But we don't want them to overwhelm you and harass you.
Oh no,
Not
I'm
saying
just saying follow me,
not
you
saying
know what I'm
people gonna
saying?
do that.
Give me a shout out, you know what I'm saying? I got maybe like 100 followers. I told y'all I'm a cave holder, you know what I'm saying? But those 100 people know I'm solid. I stay 10 toes down. And yeah, my character speak for itself. Word is bond.
He
Don't
said
let us
you
go
stopped
away.
that security interest, but I ain't even gonna lie. When you just said what you said, Christian, that shit made so much sense. Part two.
Yeah,
This is part two.
I'm gonna
This
hit you
that
in your
y'all turned
inbox.
up
I'm
on
gonna
this
hit you in
one.
your inbox, bro, because I gotta get them files from you. The order for the car thing for the ones you got laminated.
Oh yeah. Listen,
I just got them on my phone, but I want to be able to print them and laminate them. Like they not
listen,
all
man.
colorful like that. They black and white.
I bring everything to fucking life. I
Yeah.
swear, I bring everything to whatever I'm doing. You gonna see me
Well,
bring that shit to
well,
life.
don't bring the dead to life. Let's leave them where they at. We don't need to walk them.
Well, shit. I mean,
I like
I
that.
wish I could,
I
but I
like
can't.
that. But let's leave the Walking Dead on TV where it's at.
Nah, the what? Let me tell you the difference between the Walking Dead and the zombies. Both of them motherfuckers is out here not knowing what's going on, pertaining to this information.
That's what the Walking Dead was about. People
Yeah,
think it's
that's the
actual
zombies.
apocalypse. Once again, everything in
That's the
Hollywood is an
zombies.
actual hidden message. It's a depiction. Most people don't pay attention to that though. But I'm not saying y'all go to your local Blockbuster if you still got one or a Video Warehouse and go watch all the movies and try to figure out the message. No.
Does Blockbuster even still exist?
No, Video Warehouse don't even. You know, you can go in and buy the buckets of
I
popcorn, so
know.
you got to go to the movie.
Yo, Blockbuster was
Come
my
on,
shit.
Yeah,
I love Blockbuster.
hey, girl.
what y'all young folk know about that, man?
Oh man, I was in the Blockbuster had every fucking thing.
Shoot, Pop Rocks came out back then with Block was, but nobody just ever really paid attention to them because we're gonna be eating that at nighttime. But yeah, all right though, for real. I'm going to sleep for real this time, y'all. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. I'm hitting your inbox, bro, for you know what I'm saying. The next time y'all do this virtual cookout or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. We try to build. Listen, we always on Tuesdays building, going in, turning up.
All right.
A lot of times we got the fan with us, and sometimes they shut us down. A lot of times we be on Zoom. A lot of times we be in the study chat, and a lot of times we be on Clubhouse. So
And yeah,
we
Clubhouse is really where it's at. Don't nobody use that no more for real, but and you ain't gonna get shut down on there. But I mean, you know, I ain't trying to get y'all shut down like they did today because this the third time you had to go live. That wasn't
yeah.
no signal, man. That wasn't no signal. They be
Nah, it
listening,
wasn't.
watching us. I hope y'all listen to me right now too. That's why my location off. You gonna have to come find me, boy.
Nah, we don't want the problems. We a friend of the U.S. We not against the U.S. We just without the U.S.
Yeah, I ain't either, but still, if y'all want to have some fun, you know, come find me.
We got
All right,
Taco
y'all.
Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up, we doing Taco Tuesday. So I'm gonna have a whole live in Taco Bell. I'm gonna have a Taco Bell
Man, this
party.
man said Taco 2D. He holla out Taco Bell. I know you lying, man. Ooh,
She said Taco meet up.
no.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to get her in the motherfucking circle and build and kick it. That's why we do this. That's why I do this.
Where my girl go, man? Her
She
phone
muted out. The
out.
kids turning up right now. That's just how when the kids get like to 5 to 4 to 5 to 6, they go crazy. But
Yeah, she just turned 4 years.
yeah.
All over
When they
again.
hitting that 4, that 5, that
What Lux
6,
go? What's her Instagram name? What Lux go? What's her Instagram name? I am Luxuries.
I am Miss Luxury. All you gotta do is go to my story. Half the time I share her shit, and you'll see her probably in my
Yeah, I'm
story.
gonna go follow her too. I'm gonna go follow. She dipped out her car mix, man. So, all right, y'all. Night
All
night.
right. They still stuck on you was on the security. You left them dry, Christian, with the security interest.
Sorry,
I
mother.
think that's where you probably stopped.
I don't remember where I stopped. She was
Come
telling.
on, you gotta help her out, man. She don't
So,
remember where she stopped. And her name is Kristen, not Christian, like a boy, Kristen.
yeah. So with the security interest, basically at the end of the day, they have. So you have security interest in the property. So when you're signing that promissory,
Thirsty.
let's just go back to the promissory note. When you sign that promissory note, it says up the top, in exchange for a loan I have received, but every other verbiage in that note doesn't really say anything about a note. It only talks about security interest this, security interest that. A note has a maturity of only 9 months. That's it. They already intended for this to be a security. They knew what they were going to do ahead of time. Because of that, not only is it false and misleading representations, but it's furnishing fraudulent documents or furnishing deceptive forms. They furnished you a form that said note, but they knew that they were going to securitize that the entire time. So since they furnished that deceptive form, now you have multiple different things that have to be followed at the end of the day. Also, that original party is never the one that ends up servicing the loan 99.9% of the time. Therefore, the FDCPA absolutely applies because it's now a third party that's actually handling the collection of that, which is why when you miss a payment, you get your document from them that specifically states that this is an attempt to collect a debt. Same thing on the leasing side. Your property manager is 100% reliable to follow the FDCPA. They have to follow the FDCPA. And if they don't follow FDCPA, because they're the ones that are actually collecting your property tax, they're not the owner of the, or not property tax, I'm sorry, your property payment or your leasing payment or your rental payment, but they don't own the property. So they're a third party. So they have to follow
But you want to know what too? Let me touch base on that real quick while you said that, because I was looking up my company. They're just the property managers that they put in place, and it'll be probably like a financial institution, but Wells Fargo got them on a UCC as them, Wells Fargo being the secured party, and my building property is the property debtor.
Yep.
So so they are doing a UCC because they're using one entity to control the next entity.
Did you do a UCC 11 to make sure they actually perfected that instrument?
Yes, and my shit is clean. There's nothing on my shit.
So that's why. It's because they remember, this is where I come back, and I said this the other night. When they're doing the same thing, when the IRS files that 668 lien on you, they're not actually perfecting that. So with all they're doing, they're making the county a co-conspirator in the fraud, getting them to sign that, and because that's signed, you can release your own tax lien. Because they don't ever perfect it. It's not filed on a UCC. They can't legally file it on a UCC because they can't legally collect taxes ever.
Because they need permission and consent too, right?
100%, but not just that, it's against the Constitution. So what's happening is they only file with the county.
Yes, that's just like with the DMV and the what's the name? The
And they're
DMV and
not perfecting
the
the lien,
dealership.
and they're not perfecting the lien, and because of that, it's not a true lien. What they're doing is it's securities fraud. You can report that shit to the SEC. That's $1 million settlement right there, if not more, because they're not perfecting it. You have to file and you can even put. We did in one situation. We've got the Secretary of State of the United States on the line with the county, and we got the Secretary of State of the state on the line with the county, and said, "Show me where there's a UCC." Well, we don't have a UCC. They had to release the lien because they only file it with the county. The county then signs that, and the minute that they sign that, now it can be securitized. So then they go and they pool and they service all of those as well. Everything's being monetized. So at the end of the day, that's what's happening. None of these are perfected. That's why you got to study the perfection of security instruments, because there is a certain step process that has to be followed in order for it to be perfected the correct way. And if it's not perfected the correct way, it's securities fraud. It's a conversion of the instrument.
Wow, that was some heat right there. Because yo, that's crazy. That shit makes so much sense.
So that's why I wish I could look up. I wish I could look on here. I hate that I can't look up
I
whenever
know you can't even look it up on here. Yeah, that's
it
that fucking Instagram
drops
shit.
me off. But I was gonna. You know what? Hold on. I know where it is. Hold on 1 second. I snuck upstairs so that
Yo, Florida, and that UCC. Florida suck with the UCC. I ain't even gonna lie.
every
You,
state. Who you
no,
kidding?
New York is not bad. New York is actually good, pretty good with the
Are
UCC.
they really?
Yes,
That's
but
impressive.
Florida, you can't even do a UCC 11 with Florida.
Why not? That's your
I don't
right.
know. That's just how Florida's set up. I don't even like Florida. Florida don't even give you a title when you get your vehicle. I never even heard of that.
Are you talking about online? You just can't do it online.
You can't do it if you go down there.
They won't let you do a UCC. That doesn't make any sense.
Everybody is in Florida right now that did a UCC. I know. Shout out to Kareem, little bro. Yo, they would not. I sat there on the phone with him trying to get them to give him a UCC because New York is so easy.
Have you all read the
Everything.
Uniform Consumer Credit Code?
She said can't even do it if mailed. Who did a UCC in Florida? Please jump in the comments because I know you can't even do it.
I can't even see the comments. Hold on. Let me kick myself out and come back in. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I can still see it, but
I
it's
hold
sometimes it stopped, but now it's starting back up again. Yo, if you in Florida, right? If you in Florida, who was able to do a UCC 11? You can't even do. They don't even call it a UCC 11. You can do it, but you can't get them to do a UCC 11. But I'm just saying, when we try to do it, you can't even do it. You have to do it in Kentucky? That don't even make no sense.
Okay. Let me see. Let me look this up really quick. Oh yeah, and no, what I was gonna tell you guys is look up the Uniform Consumer Credit Code. I hadn't read that in a hot minute. I just read it again.
Yeah, GA is cool. Georgia is cool. New York is cool. Um, Wyoming is cool. What's that other? I think Washington State. Is it Washington State? I heard Washington State is cool. Illinois is cool. I think Illinois is cool too. Um, I don't know about California. I think Texas is cool, but a lot of people do that shit in New York and then give every other state notice. Vegas trip too? Yeah, I don't know about Vegas, but like a lot of those states, I don't even got time for them states.
You can file anything in any state. You just got to bring it back to your county or to your
Yeah, you
state.
got to send them notice. It's all send them. You got to send the state notice of your UCC. Yep. I don't know
Um,
about Pennsylvania. I don't know. I think Pennsylvania got y'all fucked up with them birth certificates. They stay telling y'all can't get a birth certificate. That's crazy. They can't get no certificate of live birth. They just doing what they want in Pennsylvania.
sounds about right.
Yeah, some of these states is crazy with their laws.
Okay, hold on. I think I found it. It's probably gonna make me restart my damn computer.
Can you see the chat now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
It had just froze. It froze up on me. Okay. Here, let's try this. Here we go.
Louisiana crazy? I bet they are. Y'all can have those other states, man. I like to stay with a state is nice and simple, and you can use the law so easy, and everybody's easy to find. Nobody's hiding, and it's easy to send notice. Some of these people be hiding so much and they go back in their turtle shell. They try to stay so hidden and try to violate you so much.
And I posted the video. Did you guys get to watch the video in the big ass chat group that I posted?
Which one?
The one about the counties co-conspirating, being a
I don't,
co-conspirator with
did you
IRS.
did you post it? Because I don't
Yeah,
think I've seen it.
yeah, I did.
I'm gonna look for it. Look, her ass ain't even go to bed yet.
Okay, let's see. So,
Yo, it's the Virgo in me. I started to go to sleep and I thought about
I
what
said
I was.
she can't even go to sleep.
Listen, I told you, man. I'm a Virgo through and through, like real Virgo. I was going out sleep and I said, I finally remember what I was gonna say before I went off, and we got on about the mortgage thing. I was gonna say, reading through these laws and stuff, y'all gotta read and know which one you are within that law. For instance, sometimes it's gonna say creditor, obligor, and secured party creditor. You read that and make sure you understand it, so you know before you start hitting these people in the cipher and calling out these laws. Make sure you're on the right side and you're not on the wrong side. Because you try to come at them and you claiming the wrong side, oh boy, it's gonna move.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, everyone wants to run in and claim that they're the creditor. It is not always
Yeah,
that
like
easy to
no,
be the
it is not.
creditor.
No, because then they gonna look at you like, wait, what? And they just gonna borrow your stuff and go to trade because they ain't gonna hold no weight because you ain't even claiming the right. You ain't even claiming the right set. Come on, man. How you out here with red on and you try to?
Yeah, preach, preach.
All right, I'm gonna try to go to sleep for real this time.
You might as well just keep the phone, stay on, just stay in the background, and just go
Hey,
to, just try
actually,
to fall asleep because you ain't going nowhere. But hold on, Kristen wanted to drop something she was reading. I'm definitely trying to hear this right now.
yeah. Oh, add me to y'all chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep me outside.
I got I got you. Soon as we shut it down, because like probably right after Christian probably go over this, or probably something else. We gonna shut it down probably like I'm trying to get out of here before 11:30. So if she could just definitely continue with what she's doing, because I'm trying to go write and study. So if she got something she gonna leave me with, I'm trying to hear that.
All right, I'm pulling it back up. It made me restart everything. Sorry, y'all. Hold on one second.
Trying to copy that link for the longest. I'm gonna go back to Jordan because Jordan at least lets you do that. Nah, I ain't never gonna do it.
You know what? Go into my profile, and the link is in the profile. I changed it because I tried to close it because a lot of guests that was coming in was unwanted. So I think I changed it, but if it did, I don't think it changed because I see people still entering, so it's probably still back open. So go into the bio, it will be in there. I think the Polo has group link. Yeah, it's right in the bio. Just go right in. You're gonna see. If you don't see it, just message me and I'll just send it back to you.
But I typed it out. I'm gonna see if it work, but I'm still gonna go there though.
Yeah, it's right in there. But if not, I think I removed it. I don't know if it's still there.
I appreciate them gems, sis, for real, because I've been trying to.
Oh man, listen. Oh, listen, both of y'all. Listen. How we say Ali give thanks. Matter of fact, Ali I done screamed your name how many times? Get on right quick. Let's see what
I'm dropping
let's see
some
what Ali up to. You
tonight
can't
today.
you can't say you can't get on because you always picture perfect. So get on here because I want to give thanks for everybody that's out right now and everybody in the chat. Come on,
I
Ali.
appreciate y'all for the follows, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? My
Uh-huh.
Instagram is the actual page now. I got
There we go.
followers.
There we
Hey,
go,
I don't know.
Ali. Let's get how we say it. Let's give. I want to give thanks. I swear I got that from you, because the more you said that, the more that shit
Hey, do
stuck.
like the radio
I
station.
just couldn't stop saying that shit. I appreciate you though.
Hold on, let me turn down my frequencies. Hold on.
Hey, there you go. Do the little woo like the radio station cloud. Yay!
Peace and love, peace and love. Oh my God, I love the vibes. This is better than any seasons of whatever they have going on in these spectrums and all of that. I swear this is way better than all of that.
Listen, we just building,
Oh, not the act
as a
out.
community, and we just gotta keep it like this. Just keep it going. And I guarantee, because listen, I used to try to do this. I was doing security, but I used to do this with everybody that was coming in just to have somebody to have a conversation with, because you're learning this and you got to go over it. You got to go over it. You got to talk about it. You got to do all of that. So I used to talk to anybody that came in. I'm like, yo, you know you got a straw man? Or yo, you know you can't do this? Like, yo, I just had to have a conversation about it.
Yo, that's how it is. And then the crazy thing is, like, many people really want to jump into like the fire because they're feeling all of this heat. You know, that people come on these types of lives or on these types of groups and they're dropping, not realizing that, yo, in reality, these things are going to hit you and you're not even going to see where it's coming from. Like, you maybe people tell you, yo, go read this, go read that, go read this, go read that. And until you start to really apply it and you're really like, yo, it's either this or I'm a slave forever. It's either this or I'm a slave forever. And then once you start to like really shift your mindset, because status correction comes from the mind first before you can accept anything, you know, that comes through. So it's like, you could be reading for months, and then it's going to get that one day. That's why don't give up. One day it's going to just hit you and be like, damn, you know, I've been reading this for like 7 months. And now I know who I am. Now I know who they are, you know? So.
No, that is so true. And I can't even tell you. And it doesn't ever stop. Like, you know, I think a
No.
lot of these people out here that, you know, they learn something 1 minute and the next minute they're, you know, jumping on live or jumping on Clubhouse trying to bad talk people. And I'm just like, look, first of all, Polo knows I'm always a student first. I'll even call him and be like, yo, you got info on this? Like, you know, and it doesn't matter how long I've been doing it. There's so
Right.
many times when somebody comes on and even says it, because we all learn different and everybody teaches different. And that's the cool part at the end of the day about listening. You just got to be very cautious when you're listening to multiple people that you don't end up mixing processes. But at the end of the day, when you actually get to that point where you're like, oh my God, that actually makes so much sense. And then you can put the puzzle pieces together. It's like, it doesn't matter.
For real.
I told everybody the other night, I literally waited 10 years before I even filed my first document. I studied
Wow.
for 10 years straight before
Look
I
at that.
filed my first document.
Look at that.
But at the end of the day, I wanted to make sure that I knew exactly why and I could stand on what I was doing. Thank God I did, because I did it wrong. but either way, but I knew how to defend it and I knew exactly what I was doing. And it ended up opening a door to where I had an actual agent from the IRS giving me information from that point forward. So certain things can manifest themselves, as shitty as they may seem in the moment, can end up manifesting themselves into being something really cool. And then that's what kind of ended up opening the door for me to, you know, figuring out a whole bunch of other stuff. So, you know, at the end of the day, just make sure you're always a student first. That's like the most important part, in my opinion, because I don't ever claim to know it all. And if there's a shortcut, trust me, that's the way I want to go. As long as the shortcut's not going to cut a corner that, you know, leaves something out, I'm always open.
Peace and love, Amir Law. Y'all, listen.
Hey, what's happening?
Peace and love, family. Listen, if you guys are not following this noble here, please start to follow him as well. Follow people. People love to say, oh, follow information, don't follow people. Yeah, but guess what? A lot of the times there's people that were out here and their purpose is for the information. So sometimes until you really grasp the information yourself, you must follow people that are bringing the information that you never even know was about. So peace and love. You know, I just wanted to drop those things.
I'm just here trying to build with y'all, see what y'all got going on, man. I appreciate y'all letting me on.
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
think
Nicole.
I found this.
Give thanks. So she was just dropping some heat pretty much about, oh, listen, and people were talking about like pretty much things about mortgages, you know, and how the different conversions go about. She was dropping so much heat about that. And then there were people asking questions about like, you know, how to do the DUIs. And I know this is something that you have in a sense mastered, you know, with dealing with cases, because you get to certain types of roots of it all. And that's what we have to get to, is the roots.
Yeah, we understand the roots, and you know what I mean. Essentially, well, you know, like in suretyship, you understand the principles, then you can essentially apply it in, you know, whatever you're doing to a large degree. So, I mean, that's the so like I never really believed in, let's say, like immunity. You know, like diplomatic immunity. I never really believed in it like that. Not saying it's just not, you know what I mean? Not saying it's not out there, you know, but I don't personally believe in it like that. So because of that reason, I just figured you better learn how to settle and close matters versus, you know, just maybe learning one process that can take care of the matter. But if you understand it, everything, you know what I mean, the overall picture and the jurisdiction that you're in, then it's not going to matter, you know, whatever you get into, well, you know, whatever comes your way. So that's just kind of the mindset that, you know, that I took with it. So, you know, if I always understand that, you know, that I'm the surety for, you know, the straw man, then I always know suretyship is in play no matter what I'm doing.
But hold on, let me. But I don't want to cut you off. But so when he says surety, see, and I ain't even gonna lie, I got this from Umar, where even in that whole sentence, there's a whole paragraph in one sentence. There's words that anytime there's a word in a sentence, I Google that word to make sure I can continue because they have these words in place and a lot of these acts and a lot of things that they have in place.
Yeah.
So just go over suretyship and the definition of the sense that he's talking about so you'll understand it better.
And just for the people that were on here way before he got on here, remember this is something that we were even speaking about when we were speaking about auto bonds, you know, with not having to get an insurance. So go ahead now, you know, kind of bringing it back. You know how Dave Chappelle, he'll drop something early on and then he connect it back, you know? All right,
But
so there
but
you go.
hold on, because she's gonna drop a little bit of something, and maybe he could, but I don't want to just close it out because I got something to do by like 11:30. So I was trying to let her finish her little piece, and we could do this another time.
Yeah. Well, it's
We
whatever.
could turn up. We could turn up another time. But I'm gonna
It's
let her
what-
get her little piece off real quick before we close it down. We could probably do it on a Tuesday or something. Bring
yeah,
it
I'm
Yeah,
back
good
on
with
Tuesday
Tuesday.
whatever.
because
I
we
just
normally
wanted.
turn up on Tuesday.
Well, and this won't take too long. So if we still have some, well, it's already. I forgot you're an hour ahead of me. But basically, what all I wanted to explain was for those that have the tax liens. So the biggest thing is that what you want to do now. I know we were just talking about the UCC 11 not being able to do that in every state, but ideally, what you do want to do is you want to try to call the Secretary of State's office and find out the cost of the UCC 11, and then be sure you get a certified UCC 11 if you can, because it's usually about $17 to $20. And then if you can use a U.S. postal money order, you want to do that. But while you're waiting for that UCC
Wait,
11,
hold on. You said a U.S. code for a money order?
what? A U.S. postal money order.
Oh, a U.S. postal money order.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So while you're waiting on that UCC 11 to show up in the mail, use your time wisely and go to the Register of Deeds office and conduct a very thorough search. And they can help you if you haven't ever done this before, but you want to do a thorough search for 668s against you. Okay. The 668 liens. And that's exactly what the IRS is putting on you through the county level only. See, the problem is this is why it's not perfected. And you want to have them write the book number and the page number on each copy if it isn't there. Make sure you double check it yourself. And you have to have a serial number and the county's book and page number for each notice you plan to terminate. Okay. So you don't want to argue with them. You don't want to battle with them. You just want you again, be very specific on what it is that you're looking for. And usually they're really nice and they'll just they'll go over this and help you like search for the information yourself. But once you have that certified UCC 11 in your hand, then you want to call the Secretary of State's office again and talk to someone about the UCC Form 3 and ask them or tell them how you intend to use it at the county level to terminate an unfounded financial statement against you. So again, it's an unfounded financial statement against you. If there's a separate phone number for the UCC division or something like that, then That's the one that you're going to need when you get to when you're at the registrar's office filing your UCC3, because they're going to question. They're going to specifically ask you, why do you feel like you can, like they're going to try to push back and tell you that they're not going to file it because you can't release your own tax lien. The problem is that you can, because they didn't perfect it. Therefore, it's fraudulent. It was fraudulent from the beginning. So be very, very courteous to everybody at the Secretary of State's office, because they can be incredibly helpful, and that's who you're going to call in front of the county office. So before writing anything on the UCC3 form, you have to realize that you need one form for each notice you want to terminate. You can't do them all on like one single form. So in section 1A, identify the document that you want terminated. The IRS serial number as seen on the 668 and the county recorder's book number and page number. Then you're going to drop down to line 2 and you would put an X next to the word terminate. Nothing else is required, but the registrar will be a little less shaky if you include your name and your address and all that at the top. So, but you don't want to write anything else on line 9. Study closely and you'll learn the power of like that UCC in general. Because debtors can terminate financial statements recorded against them. Do not fill out line 9 whatsoever. You'll notice there's no place for you to sign, no place for you to notarize. A UCC3 does not require it. So don't let anyone at the county level talk to you into doing anything. You don't want them to sign it. You don't want them to talk you into signing it or anything. And then after all those 668s, you're looking at weren't signed and notarized. So you're probably going to get into a debate at this point with the registrar. But at the end of the day, you're going to win. Just remember, bring the phone number and hopefully the name of a knowledgeable, helpful person within the Secretary of State's office that you can call directly from the county office. Okay. So at this point, you should have your certified UCC 11, your UCC 3 form or forms filled out, and your 668s from your search at the registrar's office. The name and the phone number of someone at the Secretary of State's office that can help. And then you're going to put all this stuff inside of a folder, write that phone number on inside. Being a witness, you don't want to get arrested, or bring a witness because you don't want to get arrested, and you want someone there that can legitimately say, hey, because you don't want to get confrontational. Remember, we're coming at all this peacefully at the end of the day, but we need to stand our ground. We need to let them know they can't keep doing this. That video that I posted, if you go in the big ass study chat, there's a video in there of a woman that went to the commissioners meeting at the county level and specifically went through all this. So now when you're at the registrar's office, when asked if they can help, just tell them I want forms recorded. Don't ask, just say I need forms recorded. And then after reading your UCC3 forms, you'll be met with a long string of attempts at citing law. So all of which you can handle, but you need to make sure that you have all this stuff on hand. So the lady's going to say something, or the guy's going to say something along the lines of, I don't think I can record these. And you're going to go, sure you can. And she's going to say, but they're not filled out. Yes, they are. They're filled out the way the Secretary of State told me to fill them out. You can't release a lien with these. Let's just record them and see what happens. Only the IRS can release liens. I'm not here to release liens. There are no liens against me. I'm here to have these notices of liens terminated because they were improperly recorded and not perfected. So as you can see by the Secretary of State search, there are no liens against me. Well, that's because the liens were filed here, but there really should be something at the Secretary of State's office also, is what you need to let them know. And there wasn't, which means they are not perfected. Real liens have docket numbers and court clerk stamps and judges' signatures. They are the result of a court of competent jurisdiction's decision. So the notice that you recorded at the end of the day, and this is what you're going to let them know. You're going to say the notice that you recorded states that there is a lien, but I've just proved to you that there is no lien. Well, it doesn't seem right that you can release your own lien. That's most likely what they're going to say. And you're going to say it's not right to record a notice of something that doesn't fucking exist. These forms aren't notarized. These notices you recorded aren't notarized either. So they're going to tell you they want your stuff notarized and signed, but the stuff that they got from the IRS is not notarized and signed. Why? Because they legally cannot notarize and sign anything under the penalty of perjury, because literally they can't legally even be assessing this against you in the first place. The IRS doesn't have to notarize them because they're federal. Well, we're not in Fed, we're in the state, and the state form is the law that we are under. UCC3s do not require signatures or notarizing, so just record them. But if I did that, it would release the lien. Well, didn't she just say above that it wouldn't release the lien? So this is the back and forth you're going to end up having. This is why you have to be prepared. The forms say terminate on them. We can't terminate anything for you. Sure you can. That's what you're here to do, right? Then do it. I won't release these liens without the IRS release. Yes, you will. You can't release your own liens. I'm doing it and you're going to help. Look, I'll make it easy on you. I'm going to call the Secretary of State and ask why you shouldn't do that. Here's the phone number. They're expecting you. Why don't you call them? Then they can call the Secretary of State right there, or you can call them and put them on speakerphone. And then once you're at that point, you got it pretty much wrapped up, but the form gets filed. The computer program is going to generate a certificate called a release of a lien. Be sure to stick around while all the typing is being done. Don't settle for their word that they recorded it correctly. Get the release in your hand before you go anywhere. They should record a copy of your UCC 11, UCC 3, and IRS 668 all at the same time, and the second page of your UCC 11 together as a single instrument. And when this is done, the computer should reflect release of lien. And whenever your IRS 668 is assessed, check with the deputy registrars. They'll show you. Plus, you should have the release in your hand with the book and the page number on it. So again, that's going to get stamped right there, and you're going to get that book and page number just like you did above when you went to go get the UCC 11. So the recording fees will be about $30 or so to get each of these, that for each individual thing you need terminated. But make sure you get your original UCC 11 back as well. And at the end of the day, that's pretty much the entire process. So anyone that is filing these 668 liens on you, now here's a plan B. This is the only other option that you have, but you can use this if your registrar refused to record your UCC 3 or if another 668 gets recorded against you. Modify the plan as needed to suit your situation, but you can have the registrar's bond revoked if you can show wrongdoing on their part and how you were damaged as a result. Affidavits from you and your witnesses attesting that the registrar refused to record your legal instrument and then how you were damaged as a result. So a lot of times, I mean, this can prevent you from getting home loans. This can prevent you from getting cars. This can prevent you from getting I've seen it prevent people depending on what type of lien it was, but they can't get any loan. They can't get business loans. There's these 668s are out here on businesses all the time, and they can't legally do that because it's not perfected. So don't forget to mention the possibility of a lawsuit and there being a party to it. And if they carry a bond, if they carry a bond, you can go after the bond directly. But understand, again, at the end of the day, the bond will be revoked and replacement will likely be the deputy registrar. So if they need to call in their supervisor or somebody that's in a position, because a lot of these people that are working just like the front desk are not actually bonded or don't need to be bonded. It depends on the state. But at the end of the day, that's pretty much the entire process. You're gonna have to tweak it for your specific situation, but know that you have that backup plan and make sure you have someone on speed dial that you can legitimately call at the Secretary of State's office to actually be able to, assist you with this. Because if it is not recorded at the Secretary of State, then it is not perfected and it was not filed correctly. So that's pretty much the whole process.
Damn. I was about to say, where the fire in the chat at? She went off. Damn, I give thanks.
Demo.
She's a beast, man. She definitely could go in, man. Levels definitely go up with her.
So like she said, definitely start to look into like the UCCs, especially the UCCs of your state and everything like that. But Amir, you can go ahead and break down that surety right quick before we get off, if you have some time.
Yeah, we got like 2 more minutes. We got like 2 more minutes to spare.
All right. The surety is really just somebody who's secondarily liable for a debt. We just say it like that, for a debt. And so the person who's primarily liable is the principal debtor. So in all transactions, it's 3 parties. You got the creditor, you got the principal debtor, and then you have the surety. So technically, the principal debtor, that's the straw man, and then the surety, you're the implied surety for the principal debtor. So you're always paying off the debtor's debts. So because of that, you're entitled to reimbursement. My kid is crying for me.
I tried to tell you we might as well chop it up Tuesday or something.
Yeah, we gonna have to chop it
Yeah,
up Tuesday.
yeah.
She's
Listen,
crying
duty
for me
calls.
today.
Look, see how the stars is aligning us to go do some motherfucking homework because this live, you definitely gotta hear this motherfucking shit again. Cause I know I'm about to go right to the damn computer.
Yeah, we can do it
Yeah,
like a
we
Saturday.
definitely chop
I
it up
I break
again.
it down.
Yeah, definitely.
Or a
I'm gonna
Tuesday.
definitely have you on Tuesday or something. But yo, listen, shout out to everybody that's here. It's always a story to tell, man. I thought it was just on Tuesday, man. It's always a story to tell. Woo. Give thanks for all y'all motherfuckers, man.
Give
Everybody that's
thanks.
here,
Ashe.
the people on the motherfucking panel. Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Paulo,
definitely.
really quick. Someone put something in the question box. It says newborn left hospital without social birth certificate, now facing child safety services. Suggestions.
Quote one so.
That's what I was gonna say too. Yeah, and definitely if hit one of us up. He obviously knows what's going on with that. You
Listen,
know,
the quote
literally.
Warrento, you can go pull it up on Scribe too. I seen a couple of people did one on those, so you don't have to be like, oh, send it to me, send it to me. Just jump on Scribe, and they got a couple of quote Warrentos on there. You can take that, and it can give you an idea of how you can draft it to your situation.
Yep, that is that's what I would suggest for sure.
Right. And if you need more guidance, because I know this may be very new to you, link up with any of, the queen, the heavy hitter, and then
We
Amir,
got the study,
Polo.
chat for a reason.
Yeah, there you go. Study chat. Join the study chat.
We got the study chat for a reason. So we pop in and out. We throw some shit in there for y'all to watch. That's why it's there. Please take advantage. Just respect it. Don't be, oh, you having a whole private conversation in the public and you just leaving people out and they're feeling like they're begging for you to help them, but you're trying to help yourselves. So, it's a community to share with others on our journey. So, just make sure if you're doing it for this person, you're helping out that person. I don't want to ever have someone feel like they just being left out. If you're going to do that, that's not the.
The study chat is on Polo's bio. So if you go on his page and the link is in his bio and you can join. It's a Telegram chat.
I
So
think
if you
you
don't
can
have
type in
Telegram,
big ass. It just in the top in Telegram. You can just type in big ass study chat. Also,
oh yeah,
and it should
right.
pop up like that.
But I appreciate everybody for coming out. We all we got. We must study. We must do for self. Because we got to know these laws. Each one, how you said it, each one teach one.
Right.
Let's make this a community where we can all get to the next level. Because I don't feel people who's out here really, really doing anything if you still craving for people to send you some Federal Reserve notes for some information. Because if you're really tapping into something, you're not really needing anything. In my opinion. But thank you all for coming out. There you go, do for self. Like I literally did all this shit, paid for somebody to do it for you, wanted somebody to do it for you, wanted somebody to help it, but I didn't get to where I needed to go unless I did it myself.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
never feel you need
Mhm.
anybody. Never feel you need anybody because I got screenshots of reaching out to people and I had to do it myself. So I always try to promote that. I always want people to do it themselves. So you ain't got to be in the motherfucking inbox. They could be ignoring your shit. They screaming at whatever the case may be. I really object to that. That's really not my thing. But I always want you to do that shit yourself. Cause my homeboy be calling me. Soon as the police pulling them over, he calling me. Oh, yo, get me out of this, get me out of that. And I tell him, you have to study this yourself because you won't have to call me. So that's all I got to say. I love all of y'all, so I'm about to go in the motherfucking house. So I don't know what y'all do. I'm about to get up out of here. I love y'all. And listen, I will save this and continue to at least demonstrate, man. At least call somebody. At least call the IRS. You got some questions, call somebody if you got
Experience
some
is the best
questions,
teacher.
man. Yes, they will. Listen, they live the post office. Call the post office. Call the IRS. Call them. They will give you the information.
Just make sure you don't use slang terms. Okay, remember, straw man, slang term. Don't use these slang terms. Use the actual terms that they use. At the end of the day, when you use their terms, you get higher level individuals. Remember, they work off of code words. So at
You
the end of
sound
the day,
competent.
yes, yes, sound competent. Oh my gosh, that is so, so true. Because at the end of the day, when you're, I can't tell you how many people, it's just like when you guys are going into court and my God, don't be the next YouTube video. Don't be the next YouTube sensation with all that. And I say that with love, but for real. Like I see these people come in like, I went into court and I said that you owe me this and that I'm not here and I'm like, you said what? And I'm the trustee and I'm like, well, that was your first fucking problem. Why are you the trustee? You're not the trustee, they're the trustee. You're the beneficiary. You do not now look, let me this is my disclosure and then we can go. I get that there's different processes out here. I get there's people teaching to be the trustee. If you're
Is it?
listening to apparently apparently there is. And at the end of the day, that is not the route that I would take. Remember, trustee holds liability. Beneficiary, at the end of the day, you have beneficial interest in this if you are expressing the fact that you have beneficial interest and you're the beneficiary. But you have to make it known to these individuals that you know what's going on. And you can have all the phone calls and conversations in the world, but at the end of the day, if you are not letting them know in writing, it could be fax. You can do a certificate of service with a fax, or you can mail certified mail. But they upheld in the Supreme Court that fax does stand as mailbox rule because it's instant. It is instant. So unless you get something that comes back that says that it did not go through, that fax stands as they have received it the minute that it is sent. I'm sorry. They ruled that it's different than mailbox rule. It's like as if you're standing there front like we are right now. If I sit here and say, okay, I'm contracting with you, you, and you, we just entered into a contract if you don't rebut that. Okay, chill. Oh God. All right, y'all.
Uh,
Okay.